Welcome back. April is National Safe Digging Month, and in an effort to keep or help protect the key pipelines throughout Texas, Centerpoint wants you to know that you need to call 811 before you ever start digging. And joining us right now, Jamie Billings from Centerpoint. Thanks so much for joining us, Jamie.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, let's start off with a little bit about the history of National Safe Digging Month. How did this come about?
So National Safe Digging Month came about as an industry effort to really kickstart the digging season, which is in April for most states across the U.S., and really talk about safe digging efforts and the importance of calling 811 before you dig.
Okay, tell us about that process of calling 811. What's a good example of when somebody should call that number?
You should call 811 before starting any digging project, whether you are a small contractor using a backhoe or if you're a homeowner who is planning on replacing your fence or planting a tree. You can call 811 using the phone number 811, or you can go online to texas811.org and put in a locate request. So that'll kickstart the process of a locate technician coming out to the property that you have specified in a few days after you put in that request. And they will, with a combination of colored flags and paint, mark those underground buried utilities for you so that when you do start that digging project, you're aware of where they are and you can dig safely.
All right. At what point, Jamie, should you call emergency responders?
You should call emergency responders in the event that you do indeed hit an underground utility. First, we urge you to leave the area immediately if that does happen, and then call 911 and the utility operator so that we can go out there and repair that damage safely and quickly.
All right, what are some of the dangers? Like, people may say, oh, you know, what's the big deal if I hit a pipe? What are some of the dangers if they start digging in the wrong area?
Well, if you're a small contractor, that can put you out of business. There are fines associated with damaging a line, but of course, the main point is that it's very dangerous to hit any buried utility. It can also mean hours or days without critical services for the community that you're digging in.
All right, so besides calling 811, is there any other resources people can access to practice safe digging?
Yes, of course. You can go to call811beforeyoudig.com for a whole slew of information on the best practices and best way to dig now that we are entering the warmer weather and undergoing those home improvement projects and digging.
All right, easy number to remember, easy thing to do, and it could save you a lot of money, a lot of headache, and some danger, right?
Yes, definitely.
All right, thanks so much for informing us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.